Hey everybody, Sylph Hunter here for Together We Are Fridays, and hot damn, it's cold outside. Um, so, before I address the question and the topic, just a quick update on residential. My admission labs proceeded without a hitch. I did my tour on Wednesday. It looks, frankly, terrifying, but I'm ready. And I'm going on Monday. Today is Friday. I'm going on Monday. Yeah. Um, so the topic of the week is hitting rock bottom. And it's a great topic. I believe pretty strongly in the addiction model for eating disorders, so hitting rock bottom is, one of those perfect parallels. For me, I actually just hit rock bottom. 2.5 weeks ago on Wednesday, I lost my job, and not just my job, my career, because, I was just absolutely in love with my job, being a mathematician, solving nonlinear partial differential equations, and, not being smart enough to keep getting funded at doing that is, totally expected, but, still just was a big bad, because that's my identity. And my eating disorder didn't cause that. It was more of just a rock bottom of a life that wasn't sustainable. So that night I got drunker than I ever had before, which is eating disorder related, because my drinking is a symptom of my eating disorder pretty directly. And that night, I got stupid blackout drunk. I cried for 2 hours, and I called Timberline Knowles in this state. And I've been calling Timberline Knowles over and over again in states of more sobriety and less distress, but this was the call that actually precipitated me getting offered admission, because they were like, oh my goodness, this girl is clearly out of control. She clearly needs help. As far as hitting a rock bottom, so that was the rock bottom that was not necessarily caused by the eating disorder, but that did, precipitate my finally getting more help than I've ever gotten. As far as hitting a rock bottom, with the eating disorder, I've had a bunch of moments, not a bunch, but a few, of having, a month or two where I was just really, really hardcore starving myself, and then just having something make me realize that I want to live, and starting to eat a little bit more. But my eating disorder hasn't really made me sick. It's made me sick in the head, but it hasn't really done much to my body. Other than expose all the roots in my mouth and make my immune system made of absolute fail, and take some color out of my hair and stuff. But it hasn't done anything serious to my heart or to my liver, my kidneys, or my electrolytes or anything. It hasn't done anything like that. It hasn't torn my esophagus or anything. My digestive tract is still in one piece, and my heart is fine, and my bones are fine. I don't have osteoporosis. I'm not sick. I'm basically not sick. So I haven't hit a rock bottom with the eating disorder yet. Hopefully I won't need one. But the question of the week is, when did you first realize you had an eating disorder? And I probably didn't realize that I had an eating disorder until my big relapse after having spent a full year in remission, because and it would be the difference between the eating disorder in high school and the eating disorder in college. With the eating disorder in high school, I had full and complete knowledge that I was heading towards having an eating disorder, because of course, like, I knew what eating disorders were. I researched them, and they interested me a lot. So I knew that I was heading towards having an eating disorder, but I didn't think that I had one yet. And so throughout high school, I was like, okay, I know that I'm, heading in this direction, but I don't have any eating disorder yet. I don't, meet the diagnostic criteria for anorexia. And then eventually I did start meeting the diagnostic criteria for bulimia, but I was just like, nope, if I'm not under XXX pounds, then I don't have any eating disorder yet. I'm just still on my way. I'm still a wanorexic. And whereas in college, I'd, gotten older and wiser, and I was like, okay, even if I'm not thin, if I have eating disordered behaviors, then I have an eating disorder. So yeah, so that was actually after I'd had 2 years of eating disorder, followed by 1 year of remission. And then right after that 1 year of remission, going back into the eating disorder, that's when I first actually acknowledged that I had one. So that's it. And I will see you all next week.